All right. So, like Doc was saying, this next segment is something that me and Mike Crockett from the Wrestling Podcast About Nothing sent me several weeks back, and we wanted to talk about it on the show. And yes, we are in Portland for not Johnny Polo, but Scotty the Body, and more on that in a second. But I wanted to say this real quick before I play anything that you may or may not hear. So, the music portion of this, you probably won't hear because I'll have to remove that from YouTube because of the song that is played during it, which we will talk about in a second. But what we're about to watch and listen to, if you're not on YouTube, is Scotty the Body doing some dong dancing in Portland in the Great Northwest. And I sent this to Doc and Harper several weeks ago after I got it from Crockett. I was like, y'all got to look at this. We got to talk about it on the show. So, again, if you're not hearing the music on YouTube, that's why I can't. We will talk about what this song is. The artist is Dino. The name of the song is called I Like It. More on that later. For now, I'm going to play this.
Wait, what year is this?
That song came out?
No, that we're traveling.
I think this is 1989.
Yeah, it looks it.
Yeah,
like the late 80s, early 90s.
Right. So again, for the YouTube version, you will likely not hear the audio as it's playing. So I just wanted to point that out there. On that note, here is Scotty the Body dancing in Portland with two, I think, underage ladies. We'll get Harper and Docs and my comments on the other side. Here it is.
Can't see it, Mike.
You didn't share the screen. Bruh, I gotta tell you that, hey, make sure to, okay, so when we start the show, I'm gonna have to remind you, make sure you share the screen, Michael.
We can't do that because we're too busy telling Harper to download the app so that we can have the show run right. Come on.
Yeah, talk about vampires.
All right, can you see it now?
King Diamond. Yeah.
Much better.
Now let's go to it where y'all can see it. Here it is.
Harper,
I need y'all comments on what we just watched.
We saw Raven dancing to, who is that, Mike? Bobby Brown?
No. Then okay, so I'm going to tell you the name. I'm going to tell you the name of the artist, but let's table that until after we're done talking about whatever the piss Scotty's doing. The name of the artist is Dino, and the name of the song is I Like It. And he's a white dude, for one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's got moves, though.
Okay. Not Scotty, but Dino. More on that in a second. For now, let's focus on whatever the piss Scotty is in there doing. Raven, a.k.a. Raven, Scotty the Body. What is happening here?
Man. I'm thinking, what are those two little black girls thinking?
Well, no, but they got some synchronized moves, so they're probably.
Oh yeah, bro. They're enjoying themselves.
Okay, okay. They are not of age. There's no way.
Okay, so then they're really, the only thing they do for this scene is make it even more ridiculous by the fact that he's in there dancing between two sisters. I don't care that they're. I mean, I do care, but we're not going to talk about them in this. He's not dancing suggestively on them, is he?
No. So, he's not even close to him. I mean, they're just on each side, and he's dancing, right. And they're a couple feet away from him. So he's not dancing suggestively on them at all.
Because he's obviously a cracker dancing to Dino with two young sisters on either side of him.
Yeah, what the hell?
His moves are horrendous.
Well, I mean, quote the Raven, nevermore.
Dude, look at him.
Probably like saying, oh, "Mama, we're gonna be on TV."
Lord, what did you do down there at that wrestling place?
I mean, look at like, you know how Chick was smooth with the little shimmy and stuff. Uh-huh. Chick Donovan, like, is light years a better dong dancer than whatever the hell this is Raven is doing in Portland.
How much do you think he went around backstage or wherever they went out and did this and was really thinking he was like Marky Mark or some shit? And the other boys were like, what the fuck is his problem?
I mean, what is that? Look at this, like the way he's thrusting his hips near the end.
I was
Like
hoping that as a white guy trying to act black, you could help us out here, but I don't know.
Okay, you're trying to be funny. That's cute. I just,
He can't. He's not a very good dancer. The other thing that ruins it is, you know what he becomes, and once he becomes Raven, that's his real identity. This is all bullshit.
But I tell you, he probably has more moves than we do.
Well, yeah, but what's that got to do with anything?
Right. I'm just saying. Come on, man. Don't be shitting on his dance moves.
Don't hate, congratulate.
Yeah.
Now, so the one thing that I thought was interesting when I looked up Mr. Dino.
Okay, wait, can I say one more thing about Scotty before we go to Dino?
Well, and let's put the bow on that. It's ridiculous what he's doing.
This is how Mike met his wife, doing shit like this.
Okay, you're just such an asshole.
All right, that's hurtful.
I posted this in the official BTT Facebook group, where all the degenerates are, and the best play-by-play commentator in wrestling today commented on this, and I got to read this. Ian Riccaboni goes on to say, "This was shortly after he left the Monster Factory. Somewhere in heaven, pretty boy Larry Sharp is smiling, knowing one of his best pupils out-prettied the pretty boy. Side note, I think this is a different division than Chick Donovan. It's Dancing with the Stars, different levels of hype, music, etc. This really throws a wrench in my rankings," because Ian on the Patreon page had ranked his dong dancers who was best and worst.
That's a man that is on TV. That is a man who works in the community. He does not need to be on our stuff rating dick dancing.
Yeah.
Well, he did rate Chick and Stan and Rick Rude and whatnot on the Patreon page.
I feel like we're a terrible influence on an upstanding pillar of the community.
Ian is a grown man who can do whatever he wants.
Man, fuck it. That's true. Get yourself a hooker. Go crazy. I don't care.
No, nobody said that. But that was the comment that he made. And there were several other comments from listeners. David Howell, one of our listeners, says, "I do the helicopter to this song." John Weigel says, "Another dick dancer enters the stage." Oh, my God.
What do you think those two girls are doing now? Because it got to be around our age, give and take a little.
Yeah, they probably.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense, because if they're about 14 or 15 or 13, 14 or 15 during this time, they're our age somewhere.
Let's try to find them on Facebook.
Okay.
On a podcast.
Nobody knows their names, but that would be great.
And I don't know.
Okay, Doc, let's turn our attention now to Dino. I Like It. The song that Raven, aka Scotty the Body, is jamming to. And give me a second. I'm trying to pull it up, but I bet you it's gonna play audio. So hold on one second.
That's the way it has to be.
Okay, I was able to stop it. Yeah, exactly. That was my exact thought when the first time I heard this. Not the first time, but when I looked up the video, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm gonna go to it in a second.
That robe?
Raven? Possibly. All right, Harper. So, Doc, I'm pulling up Dino again. This is the video. You wanted to ask Harper, or you got something to say about this, and then we'll go to Harper and get his thoughts on the video.
So I was talking about this not too long ago with Too Cold Scorpio, and I was like, he's doing New Jack types.
That's a white guy. God.
Yeah. What did you miss when I said it was a white dude?
I thought it was a black dude.
No, I told you at the beginning it's a white dude.
Oh my God.
What does that have to do with anything?
Look at this asshole.
See, you think the humor is in Scotty the Body, but it's this. Yeah.
And he's hanging out with the black dudes. He looks like Van Hammer.
Mike,
Holy crap!
Mike.
That's what Doc said last night. Or tell him what you told me.
I said, I guarantee you, I'm going to bring up to Harper that him and Van Hammer ought to be a tag team. Last night, not 24 hours ago.
Man,
We are all three really do share a brain.
was this a hit?
Okay, so we talked. Mike and I discussed this last night. He swears that it was a hit. I have no recollection of this ever existing.
No, I
have
remember it.
idea
I remember it.
who it is. Do you
I
really?
remember it. Yeah. Yeah. He had a couple of songs that were, I mean, when you say hit, you got to define hit. I mean, they played it on the
hits.
they played it on the radio. I mean, like it was.
No shit.
Yeah, I remember
Never
this.
knew of it.
Yeah.
I gotta look this dude up to see what.
Okay, so
Well,
Think
Doc
of
did
this-
already. Go ahead.
think of this: the places he lived, and I don't mean to insult the good people there, but he lived in Connecticut, Las Vegas, and L.A. growing up. You think he's a nice fella? Those just seem like places that would grow people like this.
Look at this dickhead.
Hey, Harper, the one thing
Dino.
I'll say is apparently he writes his own songs.
It says he's still active.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, it says 1987 to fucking present. Let's see. So what song is this? I Like It, huh?
Yeah.
He had some shit going into like the early 90s.
Yeet.
Yeet, yeet.
Romeo, Gentle, Never Too Much of You.
Dude, he was on that MTV show where they would perform live, not unplugged. It was the one prior to that. I can't think of the
Jesus
name of it.
Christ.
Yeah, I mean, he like, I when I listened to the song, I knew I remembered that song from somewhere. So I tweeted at Silva because he's like knows every damn artist and song known to man. It's like in his brain. He's got it all memorized. But before I got a response, I was like, well, let me Google it. And Sean Sparks saw it. He's like, Dino, I like it. And I said, yeah, I found it right after I sent that. I went looking for it myself. And then as soon as I played it, I was like, yeah, I remember this. And then I started like Googling his other songs. And I was like, yeah, I remember that. Oh, yeah, I remember that. And I was like, wow, this dude completely escaped my brain until I heard Raven dancing to it. Are you saying Jesus because you're reading something or the video?
No, I mean just everything. He got a communications degree from UNLV.
Sounds like a smart dude.
And shortly after, he accepted a job as a programmer, director / radio DJ at his college radio station with his own morning show called Urban Sunrise.
Yeah.
Yeah, Humbra.
Right after Jodeci, we'll hear my new joint.
Baby, won't you just stay for a little while?
In that last
Forever, my
we heard
lady.
Tony,
Ooh, yeah.
and Belle Biv DeVoe.
Soon he moved on to become a top 40 DJ at a Nevada radio station, Power 97. He was offered a job at KCEP, Las Vegas's largest black music station.
Well, he's not black.
Shut up. He's like Johnny B. Bad. Where
No, he's
officially
not like
became
Johnny
the,
B.
program director during his time. He also moonlighted as a local club DJ. Yeah.
Well,
Largest
Raven
black music station.
picked the right song to dance to.
Yeah.
Why?
Did you say
He
why?
should have been out there. He should have been out there to Marky Mark.
Nah.
Is that out yet?
Dude, if you think about it, this song went exactly with the way Raven was dancing.
I
think this is
guess.
the only video he made was this.
I have
one.
to take your word for it because I don't really know.
All right. Okay. On that note, any
Where's he at
closing
now?
thought? Any closing thoughts on Dino? I like it, or Scotty the Body in Portland?
Oh boy.
Harper, so you had never heard of that song either?
Fuck no.
Here's the thing that okay, so this is what I told Mike last night. I feel like you and I are dudes that even if we're not regularly putting that in rotation, we have a fairly, and especially between the two of us, a pretty big swath of musical knowledge between Harper and Doc.
Cutting a wide swath through the Smoky Mountains, as Tracy
Yes.
said.
Yes.
Spread
Would you
your
agree with that?
seed.
Would you agree with that, Harper?
Yeah.
And you or I, nor I, had ever heard this song before.
I never heard this fucking song before. And
Me neither.
I just looked them up. They got a video of him from 1993 where he was on I remember that show Friday Night Videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's on there in 93 singing a song called Ooh Child. And he looks even more goofier in this because he cut his hair and he's wearing a bandana and he's wearing those like John Lennon sunglasses
Mm.
with a sleeveless like.
Are you sure
jean
that's
shirt.
not? Are you sure that's not Gerardo Rico Suave?
Oh, they are. Rico.
I remember that.
Yeah.
He's a preacher now.
Who?
Of course.
Dino?
No, the
Rico
the guy
Suave.
Yeah, Rico Suave.
Yeah, they're just like wrestlers. They all turn to God once they've done all their sins. Yeah, we get it. Which is nothing wrong with that, but I don't want to be preached to.
Okay. Well.
Once again, as someone who believes in God, I say that, okay?
Okay.
I'm
just
not
making
an
sure.
atheist here. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Live your life. I don't care.
No,
No,
oh god,
yeah.
everything's good.
Let's just tolerate everything and call it love, right, Michael?
all I know is I said one time, atheists don't believe in Christmas. And Harper goes, oh, the hell they don't. I just
they
triggered
do.
myself. All right. Closing thoughts on Scotty the Body, a.k.a. Raven here. This is insane.
It certainly says something about a wrestler finding their true voice and gimmick and what a difference that can make for their career.